Hi, it's Gracie from The Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Peter Saputo. Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this interview. We're so excited to have you on the channel.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to be here. So
Let's get into the questions.
cool.
So, what made you want to get into music?
Honestly, it was more so my parents than me. I grew up in church, and they really wanted me to play guitar in their church. And so we had a couple like family friends who were musicians, and they like toured and everything. And so they kind of taught me how to play guitar. And then basically my parents ended up buying me a guitar, and I just never put it down. So that's kind of that.
I mean, that's a good way to start.
Yeah. No, it was definitely.
Um, what's your favorite musical memory that you can think of?
I feel like one of my favorite things was it was one of the shows that I played. And it was at Fox Theater in Pomona. And it was just like really dope because I was playing with like some homies. And the other bands were homies. So it was just like all around like a really good feeling. And everybody who showed up was like everybody else's homies. So yeah, no, it was definitely really cool. And we actually partnered with like a medical school that was across the street from the Fox Theater, and my sister goes to that medical school.
Oh,
And so they brought a ton of like medical school students, and it was just a really cool turnout, and it was a really sick venue, and everybody was super nice, and it was just like it was sick. Yeah,
you'd do it again?
dude, absolutely. I so badly want to play there again, and it was definitely like one of the first. I mean, it was just like the raddest experience, because that was definitely my first time playing like a real actual venue, um, and it was with like my best friend. So it's definitely like something that'll always stick with me. So yeah,
Have any big plans for after COVID?
dude, I do. I had a ton of plans before COVID happened that were kind of just postponing. We had literally 3 tours that we kept pushing, and then ended up saying, you know what, screw it. Like, what's the point of like continuously like picking new dates just to like still be in a pandemic at the end of the day?
Yeah.
And so, you know, definitely those are on the agenda whenever COVID, whenever this pandemic is over. But yeah, no, I definitely got a lot of big things on the way. But right now, kind of just it's been very mellow, just releasing singles, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Just making music right now. So
What was it like for you starting out in the music industry? Because it is very competitive.
so it definitely is competitive, but at the same time, a lot of people don't necessarily look at it like that. They look at it more so like, oh, you make music, cool, I do too. Let's nerd out. And so I've met a lot of like really really cool like friends and whatnot, just because we all just love music, and it was more so like me finding my people, rather than it being like a competitive like thing of like, I have to be better than this person, or like I have to write a better song than that guy, or like something to that effect. It's more just like, let's write a song together.
Yeah.
And so definitely like it, I didn't see it as like competition. It was just kind of, we all make music, we all kind of want the same thing, let's help each other out. So um there definitely are people who look at it like very competitively, and um I'm just not really friends with them. Yeah, because like to me that's not what it's about. So
Yeah. Speaking of your music, how do you find inspiration for your songs?
my parents ask the same thing. They're like, who have you not told us about? um Honestly, I just make stuff up. So like most songs are just like ideas that I'll think of through like other friends' experiences, or like even stuff that's on like a TV show, or like whatever, just like random drama, ends up being songs. And I kind of have, through like all the time that I've spent writing music now, definitely narrowed it down more towards like real issues that people are feeling rather than like I want to write a love song or like something like that. um and so for me, what inspires me most is just something that can affect somebody's life, rather than just them hearing a song and being like, yay, this is a sick song. It's more like, yo, this song is gonna change your life, so
Yeah.
kind of the idea, and that to me is what's most inspirational. Yeah.
So, Goodbye is your first release of this year. How are you feeling about that?
Dope. Dude, that song that song was like, I oh, I hope that didn't go off. Basically I met this guy, Dylan Dunlap, who introduced me to his engineer, and he's also a producer, and um that guy worked with me on this song, and also with I Don't Want to Care, my last single. And like the music that we've been making has been just so much more fun to make, and I've just liked it so much. And so I'm really stoked with Goodbye being out. And I'm really excited for like the rest of the stuff to come this year, because I'm working with this guy on pretty much all of it. And yeah, it's just been fun. Like that's that's all it is. It's just fun. And they've been, I think that they've turned out like way better than I expected. And so yeah, just I'm stoked.
How did you decide that Goodbye was going to be your next single? Like, was there a process to picking it?
Well, so what ended up happening was I thought that it was pretty ironic to call it Goodbye, because kind of Goodbye 2020, like 2020 sucked, even though it
Yeah.
really it didn't suck, but like it did. Definitely very bittersweet, but it also, like, the lyrics didn't make sense with it, and I ended up just saying like, you know what, like I just think that it just felt like a good first song, just like the way that it sounded, and it kind of fit like the mood of like right after holidays. It's like kind of chill, and but still kind of upbeat for the new year. So I don't know, that was kind of that.
Do you have any future projects that you could tell us about or hint at?
Oh man, here's the thing is I've had projects that I've wanted to get out that I have not been able to because of COVID, just because of like I'm not able to like film, visual content in LA like at all with anybody.
Yeah.
And so there's definitely like a lot that I would love to talk about, but I also don't want to talk about it and have it not end up working out. Um, but there's definitely big ideas on the way that I'm really pumped about, that I hope will work out. But other than that, really just releasing more music this year. So it's gonna be cool.
Do you think you'll have a debut album in the future?
Oh, definitely. I think it's just waiting for the point of releasing that many songs, because there's a lot that like goes into it behind the scenes on like the business side that makes an album kind of pointless to release right now. As much as like I have current fans who would love to hear more songs, it just makes more sense to save those songs. But definitely there will be something coming in the future, 100%. So yeah, just
Um,
not right
from your first song that came out about 2 years ago, Why Can't I Say No, to releasing Goodbye, which has come out now, have you seen your music change in a way?
now. I think it's always changing. I think everybody's music is always changing. I definitely, when I wrote Why Can't I Say No, I didn't know how to write music at all. And I wung that whole song. And that was like the first time I produced a song, first song I ever wrote. And so from then on, my music definitely has like changed. But the ideas are kind of still flowing through the ideas I had with that song, where it was kind of just like, I want to make a song that will change someone's life. Just like it stays the same in the sense that I want it to affect like youth culture, just culture in general. But it definitely like stylistically will continue changing.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I definitely like that first song that I released, Why Can't I Say No, was really, really slow and sad, like very depressing. And then the next was like really upbeat. And then the next one was like kind of indie rock, and I don't really like it anymore, but whatever. I don't know. It's definitely going to continue changing. I definitely have pull from different inspirations, like different artists all the time. So yeah, it's definitely going to keep changing, but still
Do you
stay.
think, do
Yeah.
you think that you'll stay in one genre, or do you think that you'll keep trying to go into different ones?
It's definitely still going to be like pop singer songwriter. I don't think it's ever going to branch out from that. Just because like that's the music that I love making, and like I don't know, I also feel like it's the most relevant music. Like for example, like Lewis Capaldi like writes these super super sad songs, but it's oh, did you lose me?
No,
Okay, my phone just went black.
it's okay.
So Lewis Capaldi, for example, he has like really 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 sad songs that are can be very very slow, but it's still considered like pop.
Yeah.
I feel like pop is pretty much anything, but it's also like one of the ways to say relevant. And there's no way my music is gonna affect anybody unless it's relevant. So that's kind of you know, it's definitely gonna stay like pop singer songwriter, alternative pop kind of style. So yeah.
This is more of a fun question for you, but if you could describe yourself and then your music in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm in comfy clothes all the time. Literally, like I'm always wearing like PJs. And so that's definitely been a lot of my branding has been around like PJs, which are my initials, which is a fun fact. And so that kind of there's that. That's a really it's like a fun question for sure, but also a question I have
You
no idea
gotta
how to
think about it.
no idea how to answer it. So um I don't know. I don't know. I hope that that was good enough.
I mean, it works. It has meaning.
All
Uh,
right.
what would your ideal collaboration be?
I would love to collab. I would love to collab with like Jeremy Zucker. That'd be cool. Or Alexander 23. Um, they've been on my like repeat like for so long. Um, yeah, they're like music production is super sick, but also lyrically like so sick, so good. Like absolutely amazing, and I feel like that'd be really fun to do. Yeah, probably those two dudes. I actually have like I saw Alexander in Larchmont like probably a couple months ago, but he was wearing his mask and like I didn't want to whatever. But yeah, I was like, oh dude. It was actually right after I posted a cover of one of his songs. And I was like, no way. And he liked it and like we DM'd and whatever, but I just like didn't go up to him because
Didn't go
I
up
just
to
like
them?
I didn't. I feel really weird like going up to people in COVID right now, just because like I feel like
That's true.
we're stepping and yeah, I don't want to come off like I don't care about the pandemic because like I am taking it very seriously. But yeah, no, I wish I did. I hope to connect with him in the future, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you have any favorite songs at the moment?
Um, dude, I totally do. I wish I could look at my Spotify. I've been listening to How Cheesy Would It Be If I Said Driver's License? I'm just kidding.
I
It's
was
not.
listening to that, so I won't even judge you.
No, it's a great song. But yeah, it's a great song. um, I love right now. I love Jeremy Zucker's song that he did with Chelsea. This is How You Fall in Love. That song has been like in the last like week, in the last like 2 weeks, that's been my favorite song. But also the 1975 Robbers has been something that's just always there. It's always playing. I love that song.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. But yeah.
Our website mainly focuses on up and coming artists. Are there any artists that you have your eye on right now, or artists that you would recommend to other people?
Yes. My buddy Nico Frank, he is actually the reason why I'm in LA, the reason why I have any friends. He is like the raddest dude ever. Yeah, he's great. He's like one of the best singer-songwriters and like singers. Like he's so freaking good. I do that guy. Just look him up on like YouTube. He's sick, or Instagram. He's sick. Yeah, Nico
You ever
Frank.
do a collab with him?
Dude, we actually, yes, are done. Been there, done that. So we're
Nice.
working on like right now. So yeah, I'm stoked. That guy's like best dude ever.
Well, that's all the questions I have for you, but thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, no, thank you for reaching out to me.